We're alive. Hey, welcome to the LTP Lounge, episode number 3. Trying to be a little darker here to be more lounge-esque, I suppose is how it is.
We need to get like lava lamps or something.
I know, right? I have that lighting in the back to make it more like this way. To make it more like I don't know, moody or something. I don't know. Not really there. So
and all
yeah,
I got is overhead lamp.
Okay, well that's very moody. All right, so how do we get your name on there, man? I don't see your name on there.
I don't know. I'm not that worried about it.
Oh, I am. I'm totally worried about. Oh yeah, that lower third thing on the right hand side. That's where it says that is where yours should be. Okay.
Oh,
well, everyone knows it's you.
Yeah, I would hope.
Okay.
What's going on with the TV in the background? What's it?
What TV?
It's turning blue, then going off. It's like a screen. Or your screen.
Oh, behind me? I didn't notice that. That's my workstation. So
okay.
Anyways, so midweek here. Let's take a look at what's going on with the news. I suppose we're just gonna go over it and see if anyone wants to jump on.
Yep.
Let's see here. How's that?
That works.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised though that why I'm not seeing your name on there. Or even my name.
Yeah, I don't know.
But now see it says Mark over here. Oh.
Yep. I don't know.
Okay, so we've got one person viewing. Great.
Welcome, whoever you are.
Welcome, whoever you are. It's probably Jason.
It probably is.
Okay. So let's go over some news here. This is all current as today. Let's go take a look at this real quick. So, guest falls into Snow White's wishing well at Disneyland Park. I guess this is the before picture.
I'm guessing so, yeah.
And there she's taking a dive.
Going on in. What?
Well, it looks like she's trying to sit up on it or something.
Still on the edge. Oh man.
Yes, I guess looking to take a photo in front of Snow White's wishing well at Disneyland Park got more than she wished for when she accidentally fell into the well. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. People, be careful.
Yeah. I assume that she's okay, but
I'm gonna guess so. I mean, the well is really how deep?
I don't, probably 5 or 6 feet deep.
Yeah, it's down there, but oh my goodness. Well,
look at that. There's her foot.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm hoping now because of this. I'm sure it's happened before. I'm hoping now they don't do that whole like ruin the illusion and put a screen over it.
It sounds like she's got a pretty good sense of humor about it. I'd like.
Well, good. I mean, you should. I mean,
yeah.
If you're the one who looks kind of like a little bit dumb in the park, I mean, it was an accident. I'm sure it was an accident, but you know, how do you feel getting pulled out of there? Oh my goodness, Mark! If you ever get near that, I swear I'm gonna pull you away from it and be like, no, Mark, just say
yeah. No. Seth says hi. Hey, Seth.
Hey, Seth.
Yeah, I wonder though if this is going to be something they're going to have to take a look at now. Like maybe we have to put us
right now with it feels like a state of overreaction by them about everything. I wouldn't be surprised, sadly.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Nah, that's kind of where we are with things.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Yep.
Man, I gotta figure this out. Why is your name not on there? Why is my name not on there?
Really not worried about it, Mark. Really not worried about it.
Oh, I am worried about it. I just
okay. Well, you can play with that later.
Okay, all these things I'm trying to jive with here.
Yeah.
Okay, anyone watching wants to ask us a question or anything, or just want to join in on the conversation, let us know.
Chat right there. Chat away if you want.
Yeah, we'll definitely try to take apart any question, or actually not take apart, but unpack anything you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the next news item here. This is all today's news. So this one I thought was interesting, right? Former Imagineers state scrapped Ely creature that could carry guests around Star Wars Galaxy's Edge could still be added to the land.
That would actually be cool. That would actually be very cool. I don't know how they would pull that off, though, being that the land is the walkways. There's a couple of good walkways, right? Obviously from Rise going over to the bazaar, but after that it gets kind of tight through there.
Right.
That would be kind of cool. But see, here's the thing, though. As cool as that would be, they'll never do it.
Why not?
Money. It's money right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many things. Okay, so this is the moments where I always put the main, like, the burden of why we don't get things like this back then when this was getting developed is Chapek. Chapek, and I mean, not just him, though. It's not fair. But he was more of the penny pincher. So, yeah, it's not really fair to lay it on him. I just always think he's a penny pincher, to be honest.
Chapek. That doesn't sound like you're very happy with Chapek or Iger.
No, I mean, for me, it's always been a level of dislike for both of them. I mean, more. I said it. I said it a million times on our show, on our podcast, that Chapek was always the devil. Is the devil that we needed at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Question: do you feel that the parks have gotten significantly better since Iger's return, or are you disappointed with the current state of the parks? And if so, if anything can be done? That's a great. What's that?
I'm just trying to see who that was.
Please.
Do you want to take a crack at it first, Mark? Go for it.
I wouldn't say significantly better. I think they've sort of stayed the same, if not maybe gone down slightly. I think there was. I mean, look. Chapek was given dealt a bad deck of, sorry, I'm saying this wrong. He was dealt a bad hand of cards.
Yeah.
He took over right when the pandemic started. And I wouldn't want to be in his position. He's getting a lot of the blame for what's going on. And we still haven't come out of that spin cycle yet. So Iger, but there's this, Iger's going to come back, and there's this, emotional thing. Oh, well, great. Everything's going to be back hunky-dory. So I don't honestly know what the parks, if anything's gotten better. No, because reservations are still there. Genie Plus, which I don't mind a Genie Plus, but the Lightning Lane thing I think is asinine. I think people still, ticket prices are still pretty crazy. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of projects going on in the park, but I don't think that's Bob Iger doing in that stuff. So before I get to the second part, why don't you say what you think?
Well, I agree with you in your assessment that it hasn't gotten any better. To me, it's definitely gotten worse. I think that it's not an easy, like, it's not like an A, B, C kind of thing, or 1 + 1 = 2 kind of equation when you talk about the park and the state of the park.
Yeah. There's
a lot of things that happen. I mean, clearly Chapek got dealt up. I mean, what are the odds, right?
Right.
He wasn't really in the succession, in succession talks at all. And all of a sudden it gets dropped down there. And then going back to what we found out, Bob Iger was kind of hoping he'd just be a yes man, but he was like, no, I can run this thing.
Right.
And he could have. Right. But that being said, it's like, absolutely. And so the way I look at it is, and this could be me being I guess an Iger hater, if you want to put it that way, or a disliker. I think
sure.
a lot of the things that aren't working in the park are being perpetuated by him. I mean, he's in charge now. I mean, or you can point the finger at Josh tomorrow too. I mean, he's the one running. He's in charge of that division, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's like all there are problems happening in the park. They can be corrected quite quickly with initiative. So, it hasn't gotten better; it's gotten worse. So, if you want to take up the second half of that,
yeah, they've got. Let's see, and if so, what can it? Are you disappointed with the current state of the parks? I mean, I think the parks are beautiful. I think they look great. I mean, I understand construction. I'm a bit surprised with Splash Mountain and Haunted Mansion being down at the same time. I don't think that's something I would have voted for if I had a chance to sit at the
that
table.
Is terrible planning.
Yeah, TDA. I would have been like, well, look since we're going down this route with Tiana's Bayou Splash, whatever it is. I don't know what the real name is. I always mess it up. How about let's wait until that comes
Tiana's
up?
Bayou Adventure.
Yeah, Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Let's wait for that to get online, and then let's do the work on Haunted Mansion. Yep. But maybe they're thinking this is going to be a fall thing to have this come online in California for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and maybe they didn't want Haunted Mansion down for the holidays because that is a real big driver. So
no, I mean that's the only thing that kind of makes sense because then you would have to push it out another year, and so that's one of those things is like while you don't agree with it, this is where I go back to the main problem is Splash Mountain. Why the retheme that nobody wanted and nobody asked for, or very few people asked for.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. So, but as much as we're going to complain, it's coming. So, I mean, I probably would have said, hey, let's wait till this comes online, and then after holidays 2024, then we'll take Haunted Mansion down and do the work then. Because that whole west side, right now, you've got pirates carrying the load, and and the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right, and the Davy Crockett Explorer canoes are the only three things out there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that's significant. But so am I disappointed? I'm disappointed there's reservations, and I'm disappointed there's a time to park hop. I think that's stupid. It has to be 11 o'clock or whatever it is. I don't understand that at all. And the lightning lane, that's what I'm disappointed about. So if so, what, if anything, can be done? Well, they could get rid of reservations, number one. They could get rid of lightning lane, number two. And they could also start talking about future plans of the park. Mm-hmm. That would get people really excited. Like, okay, what's happening with Disneyland Forward? What's going on with Avatar? What are we doing with Tomorrowland? All these things. I mean, give the people something to get excited about. That's how I would probably. That's what could be done about it. I don't know.
Well, yeah, no, and I completely agree with you on all counts. Really, I mean, they could. The biggest things that are there, the money driving what they're doing is like nickel and dime, like we've talked about it often, you and I. And that's one of the things that they could change. They could, instead of trying to, like I'm always saying, pigeonhole people into the experience that they want you to have. Right. You need to go the other way. You need to open back up and let people enjoy the park, and then pull their own, day of magic instead of them. No, you got to do it this way. Sure. So So like lightning lane, reservation systems, all the things that complicate your day. Ordering, online, mobile ordering, all those things are all things that need to go away. And I will say, but the reason why I agree with you that there needs to be more talking about what's going to happen in Disneyland. And this is where I always go. Yeah. The fact that we don't get that tells me they don't have an idea. They don't. And so these are the things that I look at, and I'm like, to me, the fact that we can't get like, you brought up the avatar. What in the hell is that?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
Seems to know. Nobody has an idea. It's blue sky. And more and more Disney's gotten into blue skying things, and then they're using it as an excuse to go like, oh no, that, you know, when we ask like, what about this and what about this? You guys talked about us. Oh, that was all blue sky. That was us, you know, doing the creative practice and just, you know, spitballing things and like just talking things out. It's like, that's what you do in a boardroom. That's what you do in a planning room. You don't do that to the public. You don't do that in public. What company in their right mind does that in public?
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's why I go that all the reason that we don't get that is because they don't know what they're doing. They don't. So,
well, I mean, to your point, I think they probably have an overabundance of ideas. I just don't think they can get greenlit because of money. I mean,
and the thing is, I disagree with you. I do. I disagree with you. I don't think WDI is what it used to be. I don't.
Could it be there's too many Chiefs and not enough Indians going on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think with what's been coming out more and more this week, and we covered it on the show. It's coming out with the First America, or is it? Yeah, with their complaint. When you start seeing things like that, these are all indicators of describing as to why these things are happening, or why these things aren't happening is a better way to put it.
Sure, sure.
They're not happening because the people that are tasked to do that may not be the best, the most qualified. Like I said, there's a lot of things that have been coming out now more and more. Really, this week started hitting, and I'm like, to me, it explains it.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, and then I think the other comment I read was prices have gone way up.
Yeah.
Yep.
They
have. And let me just say that.
Yeah.
That to me is another indicator, because less people I think are going to the park, so they need to. We say it all the time. The parks are the money for the company.
Yeah.
Flat out.
Right.
They need to maximize everything. It's clear because a lot of the other segments are failing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you brought up another point when you're on your talk about I forgot the mobile ordering.
Mm-hmm.
That, and we remember in our new episode coming out next week, Dan talks about was it the Dole Whip, and there's a 35-minute wait, and he wanted it now. That nonsense has to stop. I say you have to have a balance of mobile ordering and a balance of this walk-up ordering. That's what I think. So that can be changed and improved. And the other thing I forgot, the one that burned me, was the annual pass or Magic Keys. It's nonsense that these are limited time only. You can get them, Tuesday.
Limited quantity.
Nonsense.
How do you sell out?
You sell out, yeah. All right, so Seth said on Monday I went there and Rise didn't open until 11. The whole side of the park was dead because I had people buying cookies. Yeah, at the Harbor Galley. That's what Jay showed us.
Yep.
Was this some sort of like TikTok trend or something? Is that what's got people all riled up over a chocolate chip cookie? Okay. Well,
no idea, man. None.
Okay. Oh, please. I agree with the fixes you mentioned, but do you think there's really...
Yes and no.
Okay.
Genie Plus, I think, is here to stay. I think the most we can hope is a revamp at some point.
Well, just to be clear, when you say Genie Plus, you really mean Max Pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That. Lightning Lane is the one thing that's never going to go either. I think. Really? If it does, it's going to be a minute. Okay. Because sadly, too many people have bought into that. And now we're talking about it. We talked about it we've been talking about it more and more and more. It comes up more often than not now. Standbys are being shorter than lightning.
Oh yeah.
And Genie Plus, like.
Oh yeah.
That should tell you right there. Algorithm, something is off. So that I don't see. The reservation system, absolutely, I can see going away. I don't know how, but I don't see it because there's no need for it. We all know there is no need for a reservation system any longer. None. So I can see that one eventually going away, because the second that happens, I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, oh, I can go now. Like, I don't have to worry about that stupid gate before the gate, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The gatekeeping that Disney has, again, in the moment of its inception and when it started was pandemic. Okay, you got to do that. Now we're far removed from that. Now it's a control thing.
Okay.
So that is what I'm saying. That I can see going away.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see that going away too. Seth said, you can smell it from. Yeah, those cookies, Seth. Yeah, I mean,
they do look good.
Chocolate chip. Yeah, they look great, but whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that.
Yeah, you are.
I think it's kind of, sure I am. But he brought up the fact that side of the park did rising up until 11.
Yeah, crazy.
Was it closed? I mean, it's closed, but was it had it open prior to that and then shut down, or they just didn't have it open until 11? Because I think that's nonsense. I think everything should be open as soon as the park opens. Well, except for maybe no. I mean, yeah, even like, you know, Golden Horseshoe Bar, or I was going to call it the Golden Horseshoe Review. I don't think they call it that anymore. I think it's called Golden Horseshoe. But if someone wants to go get a root beer float at 9:05, let them. I mean, I think that'd be, to me, that I just think that they should. They're paying all this money. They're going to have their best day, whatever.
Yeah, and see, this is what I keep on saying. This is, I mean, I get the logistical point of that, though. There is a logistics point to it, and I think, you know, there's a lot of, again, going back to it, it's not like a 1 + 1 = 2 kind of solution and issue. It's multiples. There could be, well, logistics is the broad term I'm going to use, but staffing, material costs. There's many reasons why they go like, well, or maybe they're looking at it like we're only selling X amount of whatever before 10, so it's not even worth our money. But that's the moment where I get frustrated, like, because who cares? Who cares? Like, let the experience be there. It's it isn't for, you know, efficiency at that point. It's for the guest experience.
Sure.
Yeah.
Seth said, open up APs. Yep, I totally agree.
Yep. It would do, and it would be almost like that. Yep.
Yeah. If open up APs, yeah, I don't know the reason why they haven't done that yet.
No, and again, I think it's them trying to control what's going on. Trying to control their cost. And then I think they're trying to get data. Honestly, I think that's what it is.
Yeah, what for?
Control. It's crazy to sound, but it's control to figure out how to get more money out of you. I mean, yeah, legit. I mean, it's legit what it is. Sure. I mean, and again, you can't fault Disney to a point, because I always say they're a business, they're a corporation. That should be their number one thing, is to make money. Now, the parks operate in that fashion. The rest of the company, mind you,
right?
We can make an argument, but the park itself, it absolutely runs in that fashion. You know, that's kind of an interesting thing. I don't think so. because you can't do that, because if you do that, then they're gonna be like, oh, how's Disneyland? Before, like, I love it. Now it's gonna be like, oh, it's a pain in my ass. It's a negative customer experience. So,
well, to their point though, we talked about the theory that Disneyland causes the issue, then they sell you the solution to the issue that they cause.
Yeah, but here's where it's a little bit different, because that is directly affecting your day in the park. It's a little bit different. I mean, I get that, but it's a nuanced look at it, in my opinion. So, yeah. Oh, I don't doubt it. I bet there are a ton of people I know that feel that way.
Yeah,
and to be real, I don't blame people for feeling that way. But like I said, to me, I don't think that's what's going on. But see, and actually, you're kind of proving my point, where if you feel that way, why are you going to want to go back?
it is a pain in the ass.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So this is where I'm going with it. Is like, I don't think they're doing it on purpose, because then you're literally making it a negative experience, and you're beginning to remove the enjoyment out of it. And this is where I get mad at Disney trying to push people. And this is where they have that fine line, which to me, with the Lightning thing, the line of like staying, like, we should probably hold it right here, is over here. They're like, they went right by it. Didn't even look.
Oh, yeah.
And I think now more and more you're beginning to look at that like, oh crap, that was a bad idea. Oh, yeah. You think? Yeah.
You think?
No. But yeah, because I mean, end of day, if people are paying what they feel like is a premium penny, and then they're going in there and hating their time there, you lost it. Disney parks relies on people coming. And let's be real, a lot of the people who go there have been saving for years and stuff like that. So can you imagine that?
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about it quite often, where how many people will be like, I'm not going to go, or now they look at it and go like, it isn't worth my time, or I'm not getting the value I want, I'm going to spend my money somewhere else. I mean, you went through the experience for your birthday. You're like, I just couldn't, for you to be like, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, that's freaking huge.
I know.
So so this is what I'm saying. So even the Disney faithful like us are going to be at a point where we like tap out. We'll wait. We'll hold on. We'll wait and see what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in that pattern now for a good year.
Yep, you have.
And I'm going to continue to be in that pattern because I'm waiting. And you know what I'm waiting for?
Seth says Universal is going to kill Disney World. Well, yeah, I mean, I assume you're talking about Epic Universe. Mm-hmm. That thing looks fabulous.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I'm actually glad.
Oh yeah, I am too.
That they're doing that, and I mean, I think competition's healthy, and I think that, I mean, I'm glad that Universal's doing whatever they want to do, like regardless of what Disney or Disney World do.
Well, the crazy part is, like, I think Universal actually took the page from Disney and said, "Hey, let's do what they did." Okay, and Disney's the one going like, we don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know I think it's good for Disney to get this kind of pressure. Mm-hmm. And not to go on another tangent here, but I'm glad that Gina Carano is suing Disney and Lucasfilm, and I hope she gets a ton of money. Mm-hmm. And ultimately, I want Disney to succeed with everything, but I do want them to get cut down to size a little bit.
Well,
and say you guys can't be doing this to people.
Yep.
You guys need to pay the price for that.
Yeah. Well, I think this is where I've been saying it more and more often. It's the Walt Disney Company, not the Bob Iger Company. It's Disney. I'll go there in a second. It's Disneyland, not Igerland. So this is
Sure. Yeah.
Bob Iger has well past stayed his welcome. It's like the spoiled milk in the corner. He goes, just leave me here long enough. I'll make cottage cheese. I'm like, no, you're out. You're done.
Yeah.
You're out. You're spoiled. You're whatever you're doing. Doesn't matter. So, it's one of those things where the effective change for the company for the better has to come from up top at this point.
Yeah.
And
they are working on a succession plan for him. And I think that people, and like you said,
I call shenanigans on that. I don't believe that for a second. They're saying they are.
You think they're just saying that because Nelson Peltz brought that up? Yeah. Yeah, probably.
100%.
Well, they didn't seem to have one with Chapek, as you mentioned before. I don't think he was even in line for this. Go you.
He was not.
No,
he was not.
But that guy landed on his feet, so he's
fine. Oh no, he's fine.
Yeah,
and good for him. I mean, I you know, and even Bob Iger, please, for get out of the company. When he's out, I don't wish bad on him. Like, go do your thing, man.
No.
You're worth millions. Go off. Go do your thing, man. Go on your
Tens
yacht.
Millions,
go enjoy Mai Tai. Do whatever you. Hey, dude, you earned your money. You worked hard for the first 5 of it. Then you been conning people for the last 10. But hey, work is work, I guess.
Yeah.
But
if you can get it, sure.
Yeah. So no, and this is where I'm going back to. It's like, and I'm going to bring up Elon. Now, I don't know. Obviously, we don't know what's going to happen. I would love it. I would absolutely love it if Elon Musk came in and started doing some serious moves to get Disney. The one thing that, I mean, and I have that idea in my head, like, oh man, wouldn't that be great? And then you got to go to reality, right? Like, how realistic is this? And then
probably not.
You know, and I had this internal conversation in my head, you know, thinking about stuff, as I often do. And I thought to myself, you know what? There is a good chance that he is. Because he understands, or he feels like he has got a good pulse on what the problems are in general right now with our culture. And Disney being one of the biggest cultural icons that we've had for how long? So I would be surprised that he comes in and makes some waves at all.
Oh yeah.
Because I think he, for two things. One, because he feels it's a cultural win, and he's the richest man in the world, and he can make a difference. And two, kind of a middle finger to Bob Iger after what they try to pull with all the money thing.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, so Elon, I agree. I will be happy if I get the news one day, Elon Musk has done XYZ and coming in, you know, with the corporate raiders to come kick Iger out and then replace the board and start trying to get the company back. I'll be sitting there. We might going down to Burbank.
Yeah, because at that point, I think a lot of people would go, "I'm done with Disney. I'm out," just as they've done with X. And you know, people like with Tesla. I think people like Tesla, but now they don't. For some reason, they don't like Elon Musk. Well, so they don't want to support him.
Well, here, I mean, the thing that you have to think about, though, is those people are like that much. They're a minority. The vast majority of people don't care.
Yeah.
And is Tesla stock really? I mean, has Tesla not, company gone down? No.
A little bit, but not.
But that's for a different reason, though. Yeah. But then you look at it, it's like, and then Twitter or X now. Yeah. All these people, I'm gonna leave. Okay. Still there. Most of them.
I don't get that at all. Well, so what, you don't like free speech? You must not like free speech then, I guess.
Oh, the people who like, that's what I'm saying. So too many people have gotten very comfortable in being a keyboard warrior where they don't have to face consequences. They don't have to, and then they've gotten way too comfortable with feeling they can put people out of, out of work or cancel them, blah, 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 and all that. And I'll tell you what, I mean, I think more and more people are just done with this. The whole thing is like, we're not bred and built like that. We're not. Most people, the vast majority of this country and the people, in the world are pretty chill, moderate people. They don't really hate a lot of people. They're pretty, hey, in this country in particular, we get along like, hey, we're cool, man. We're all good. I mean, we have our differences and we have our fringe groups, like every culture does. There's a whole, no, like we're all good. We're all good. All these people who bloviate over this, like, dude, you're not for real. But whatever, you and again, you do you. Have no beef.
Huh.
And why is that? Why? I'm curious. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that, Seth? Mm-hmm. But he did offer to pay. That's right. He also said, along with Gina Carano, I know I got,
Mm-hmm. There's more. There's more from what the rumor mill is saying there's more coming.
Yeah. For some reason, I don't know why people got all upset about that.
Because it's control, man. But anyway.
Okay.
What do you got next on the news?
Well, let's see here. So we were talking about this thing coming here, and you had mentioned, wait a minute. Let's see. You had mentioned of where that thing could go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to bring this up. Can you see that okay?
Mm-mm. Bring it up.
Oh, maybe it's not there. Sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay. So I got to switch screens so that I can actually see it from here. So I was actually thinking about not this thing in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. In fact, I'm not going to call it Star Wars. I'm just calling it Galaxy's Edge. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking to myself, gosh, it'd be great. In my head thinking they have a ton of room for stuff, but in reality, I'm not sure that they actually do have a ton of room for stuff. But let me get back to that for a second. Where would this thing even go? I don't know. I mean, all this stuff here with Kylo Ren ship, I have no idea where this would go. I remember originally it was supposed to go on the outside berm of it or something, but I don't know if that's even feasible these days.
I don't know. Yeah, like I'm saying, I don't know if they really have. I mean, yeah, you could make it.
Yeah.
But where do you put it?
I don't know. I know that they have all this land in the back. That's their property, like back here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be nice if they could somehow use that for some sort of theme park experience. But
well, and this is where you're going. I mean, but you got to remember the zoning is going to play. Same thing they're going with Disney Forward. All that regulation goes into that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people, if they wonder why does it take so long. We talk about how Disney got built so quickly. It's because the regulation wasn't there.
Oh yeah.
Now everything is like zoned and this and that and pay that guy and pay that fee and pay this person and blah 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 on and on and on and on.
Yeah.
Believe me, I mean, in my field, oh man, it is insane the amounts of money that get thrown around to build the smallest of things.
Oh yeah.
Huge amounts of money. And anyway.
What do you think about that?
Bingo. That's why it'd be good. Because I feel he'd do exactly what he did with Twitter. He'd come in and say, hey, what do you do here? Okay. And then how good are you at it? Okay. That's it. He took Twitter from being a place of whatever it was. I mean, DI, whatever. And then he went, no, we're going to go to meritocracy.
Oh
If you
yeah.
want to stay, you can quit. We'll pay you. We'll give you a severance. We'll let you. We're not going to just cut you and throw you on the street. He gave him money, gave him severance, did it properly. But then said, hey, but if you want to stay here, you got to earn your paycheck.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't do your job, and sooner or later you get shown the door. You can't just get money for free.
Right.
So yeah, he would absolutely do. I think he'd do the same thing. He'd go to all of them. And you can't tell me that WDI. Can you imagine having the Disney/Tesla WDI type research area, dude?
Oh yeah.
Again, you think about all that kind of. Oh, there's a lot of possibilities. He would absolutely cut the dead weight. Cut most of that dead weight just straight away. Like, done. You don't need to be here. You're not profitable. You're not doing something tangible to build and make the company better. Why are you here?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's real. It's real world stuff.
All right, let's see here. Oh, he said what? He's always trying to innovate. He might be placed hold. Oh. Well,
No. So I agree with you with that, but he also has a good understanding of what made it. He understands the history for it.
Yeah.
And he understands why Disney and Disneyland and that is important. He's not a guy who's going to come in there. I don't think he'd come in and just blow everything up.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see what else we have going on with the news here. With the news, if there's something you want to see, stop on, Udi. We'll do it.
Now you're driving, man. You go.
Well, new Haunted Mansion Tiki Mugs by Beeline now available. We talk about that. Closing early due to inclement weather. Great. Let's see what else going on. Cast member reportedly swindles $1,000 from what? Okay, I don't know what that's about. Wait a minute. What is this? I didn't see this. Disney spending $42 billion to increase park capacity. Tiana's Bayou Adventure open. Oh, this is I actually heard about that.
Okay.
So this is part of that $60 billion investment that Disney experiences.
Mm-hmm.
$42 billion of that is going to be to increase capacity, so you can avoid overcrowded days. I don't understand that at all.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. Oh.
During the moment, they commented that they'll be spending 70% of that money increasing capacity at the parks. Oh, there's a link, so maybe they'll talk about that. Does that mean the parks are going to be bigger, or does that mean? That must mean that's what they're talking about, right? So $42 billion.
Again, yeah.
Oh, they also said that they had over 1,000 acres of land to expand theme parks. Oh, that's combined. Okay, great. Okay, so I think. Go ahead.
No, I mean that's the only logical thing to come with that, right?
Yeah.
But where? Agreed. I'm telling you, man, Iger's insistence on feeding the China parks is going to bite him in the ass.
Yeah, I'm glad we can say that on this show.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. We totally can. It's
yeah. No. I mean, it's right. I mean, I have been complaining about this and talking about this for a minute now. Like, why do you insist on putting your mass of your investment in the overseas parks, and especially in China? You don't own them. You don't own them.
No.
What are you doing? Bringing that money here, expanding Disneyland and doing Disney Forward, getting why? You tell me that there is not enough room in this country where they could open up another park. Why does it only have to be California and Florida?
Oh, you're talking about another park.
I mean, they could. No, that's what I'm saying. So we're going to open this park over here. We've opened this park over here. Okay, I get that, but how many does China have now? One, two, three.
A lot.
One, two. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Why are you not opening another complete brand new park in this country? Texas, make it in freaking Texas. Imagine that. Imagine having something in Texas where we could start our trip in Anaheim, go to Texas once, spend 3 days there, fly all the way out to Florida, spend nothing, and then come back home. That's what I'm keep on saying. So when I hear that 60 billion over 10 years, start doing the math of that. It's not a lot.
Well, that's $6 billion a year. Yeah, I mean,
and how much did they spend on Galaxy's Edge alone?
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, now I want to look it up. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah.
Okay. But that's oh yeah. So that investment is going to go across the theme parks and the Disney Cruise Line.
More dilution.
They said regarding upcoming parks, he stated that they have a menu of projects opening in 2025 and beyond. Well, see, yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I want to see. I mean, beyond the Tiana's Bayou Adventure, I mean, Magic Kingdom, I don't know. Oh, yeah, see, Pirates of the Caribbean, sorry, the Magic Kingdom is getting a Pirates of the Caribbean lounge. Why don't we get that? You know, why the hell aren't we getting that kind of stuff here?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you love that, man?
Oh, yeah, I'd love it.
Or Haunted Mansion Lounge or something. Or, I don't know, Big Thunder. Well, I was going to say Big Thunder Ranch Barbecue, but we've already had that.
Nope.
And we somehow couldn't hold on to that. I guess that's why we don't get nice things at our park, because we can't seem to hold on to those things. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, that's right. Avengers Multi-Universe attraction is in development for Avengers Campus. Again, so we've got Tiana's Bayou Adventure, we've got the Haunted Mansion Q retheme, and we've got Adventures Multiverse attraction. I mean, honestly, none of those things move the needle for me.
Nope. Well, I'm still trying to find the number.
Oh yeah, and Please said they spent $73 billion on Fox Studios. That's right. That's another thing, right? That's is that Deadpool? Does Deadpool fall under that umbrella?
Yep.
Okay.
That's the only reason why they have it.
Well, I do think that thing has a chance of making some money for them.
It will. I'm going to the movie.
I want to see it. You guys gonna do bad or bad for that, or what?
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
I know that.
Even though.
Yeah. Sessa, the cruise line has a new ship that has a Haunted Mansion bar. Yeah, I heard about the Haunted Mansion bar. I didn't know about the Jungle Cruise Lounge being there. I saw there was a Jungle Cruise pop-up lounge in Anaheim recently. That was just like a speakeasy type of thing. Can you remember that, Woody?
Yep.
but I think it was just temporary. Yeah.
I'm trying to find the cost. I can't find it.
I thought we had talked about that before.
Yeah, now I can't find it.
I don't think it was over $1 billion. I thought it was
14 million.
Yeah, no, it's got more than 14. Well, I don't know. Yeah, but again, so at the moment we just have those three things that are coming down the pipeline, and I'm not really sure that any of those really move the needle for me.
No.
I mean, actually, of those three things, Tiana's Haunted Mansion Q and Avengers Multiverse Attraction, I think I'm more interested in the stupid Q, just to see what that's going to look like.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm not.
No, the excitement level for that is going to be much higher for Tiana's or anything else.
Well, at least for me. I mean,
for me too.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to have an open mind for Tiana's.
Me too. I'm trying.
I just, if it was for different circumstances, I think I'd be okay with that. But yeah. All right. So what else is there to talk about that we don't want to really cover on our other show because that's already in the can. Was there something about Haunted Mansion? We got that. We got the virtual queue for Disney After Dark. We talked about that in our show.
Joke. Anyway.
Oh, it's a joke.
Tune in next Monday for the full thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I kind of go off on that, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, nothing really crazy here that we can really talk about that we didn't really talk about right now. Haunted Mansion Tiki Mugs by Beeline. We just saw that. So we take a look at that. I mean, I'm not a Haunted Mansion Tiki Mug person. I know you aren't really either. I know Joey is though. I'm glad these aren't offensive to anybody.
Oh yeah, no, they can't be. They can't be for Tiki Room though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know. What do you? This must tell you where you can get these things at. Oh, okay, here they are. 38-ounce Geeky Tiki's mug for 35.
Yeah, Geeky Tiki's now. Yeah.
Is that the brand, Geeky Tiki's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Definitely not my wheelhouse here of information, but
that's cool.
Look at that. That was kind of cool. I don't. Oh, you have to get them pre-ordered. I thought you got this at the park.
No. That a lot of these things now have gotten so in demand that it's difficult to get them in the park.
I guess that's good because there's a line. I mean, shit. If people are lining for cookies, can I imagine lining for these things?
Oh yeah. Now they'll start fighting. They'll go full on Black Friday in Walmart for that.
Oh yeah, right. And they're gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna. I'd like to buy 6 of these things or something like that.
Yeah, you can't do that either. I think it's only 1 or 2 per. I mean, 2 or 3. I think max.
Yeah.
Don't get me going on the resellers because that's what they're doing.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, Madam Yoda, that's good.
Yeah. Do you think people actually drink out of these things, or do you think that
no?
They just...
Typically not. Typically not. They get put on the shelf.
Yeah. Huh. I mean, I think they're kind of neat. I just.
Oh yeah, no, it's great to see them. I like them. I like the creativity behind all of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, not my cup of tea. I don't think I've got one. I don't. I'm looking at my shelf of memorabilia and memories, and no, I don't have one. Oh,
Seth said it costs $1 billion. Rise costs 450 million by itself.
Oh, there we go. See, okay, there we go. I knew it was something big.
I mean,
yeah,
$1 billion for Galaxy's Edge.
So remember, $6 billion a year across all parks. Do the math.
Yeah,
Not a lot.
No, it isn't a lot.
Not a lot.
Well, they say 40, but they say 42 of that is going to be
right
towards expanding the park, and then
so 42 billion. What they spent? How much on? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. No, when really, when you break it down, like what Disney and Iger more basically Iger, they've gotten really good at the splash headline.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
And then the reality is a payout. Well, they know if you go like, we're going to invest 60 billion over the parks, and then they go over 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the fine print.
Oh yeah.
And then most people here, I'm sure most people when they first heard that or read that, they were like, "Oh crap, cool!" And then guys like me, I'm like, "Wait, that's over 10 years." And then I keep on going further. I'm like, "Wait, that's over all the parks. Wait, and cruise lines. Oh wait, how much does that really mean then per year? 6 billion. Okay, so then how much does that really mean for Disneyland and all the other parks? It's not even $1 billion per park or whatever."
No, it isn't. So I don't even know what that means.
Exactly my point. You hear 60 billion, like, holy cow, that's a lot of money, because it is.
Blue sky bullshit. Yeah.
Yep. More blue sky. More fluff than substance. And again, if you guys have been paying attention, a video came out this week. Or was it last week? Anyway, about Bob Iger talking about basically talking about the culture and how he wanted the company to get political without saying it. And but one thing that I caught in that video was how he said, he's like, and I take responsibility because, I ran this company for 15 years and, I dealt with its forward facing, how it looked forward facing. I'm like, I felt like doing the Leonardo DiCaprio meme, like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And there it is.
Oh yeah, when he's on the couch.
Yeah. So, and that's when I heard that one line, I'm like, well, there you go. You admitted to it.
I didn't know that he wanted to had the company to get more political.
Did you? I guess you haven't seen that. Maybe I need to. I didn't send you that video link. I don't think so. Send you stuff like that. Okay, I may have to find that. But yeah, it was right in that time, right before or right about when he was about to go, and then let Chapek run.
Oh,
it was right in that time. Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe he said that recently, just now.
No, it was back then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So while we're talking here, anyone who wants to join in on the conversation or have another question to ask, and thank you for that. Oh, please, for that first question. That's taken us like 55 minutes to answer your question, which is great. But anyone else has a question? Oh, yeah, well, that's what Nelson Pelt said.
Well, I think that's coming. I don't have any kind of like evidence to substantiate that, but it's a feeling.
It's a feeling.
Mm-hmm. It's a feeling. Really, I think it's come from a point of people not knowing really what's going on. Most of the people who hold shares in Disney are passive holders. They don't really care as long as they have either a dividend or doesn't hurt their portfolio too much and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're not too interested in that. That being said, though, more and more lights have been turned to Disney for other reasons, cultural reasons, now DEI and possible discriminatory reasons. And then with, if you know what happened in Florida, possible, financial malfeasance, more and more lights are getting, more spotlights are getting shined on the internal workings of the company.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, and again, who's been in charge of the majority of it?
Right.
So that's what I keep on saying. So yeah, I don't have evidence for it, but I have a feeling that it's coming. Because, like I said, more lights, and people are finally the vast majority of the people who don't really pay that close attention are finally going like, hey, what's going on? And they're slowly starting to turn their heads because all the lights are pointing in direction, and now they're going like, what is everybody looking at?
Right.
And they're going, what happened there? Give it time, and definitely, I will tell you this: Nelson Peltz gets in charge, or gets a board, or not gets in charge. He's not gets seated on the board, or anything, or Elon Musk has anything to do with that. All that will come out because Elon Musk did that for Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Like, here you go. Here's all the crap that was happening before I got here, and honestly, that was smart of him to try to alleviate himself of any liability. I don't see why he wouldn't. That if he got to any point where he was a major controller in Disney and how that ran, I don't see why he wouldn't do the same thing. And again, it's more to protect his liability. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, hey, if anything, that was them. This is me. So yeah, we'll see. I have a feeling.
Right. Man, I don't know what other news. All the some food items came out for Food and Wine Festival as a preview, but I don't know if I want to go through that now. I think we save.
I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, so we should wait for the actual LTP to want to do that because there's a lot of good things coming out, and we have to get Jay on for that, I guess.
Usually a good rule.
Yeah, that's usually a good rule. So anyone have any questions or anything like that? We got three watchers now. We had 7 at one point. I don't know where they all went.
They got bored.
Come on, join in on the fun with this. Seth said about the cruise ship. No, I don't think that includes that 2.4 billion.
No, I don't think so. I think that was already in the hopper.
Yeah.
This is going forward. So a lot of these things that were already in the works, I don't think apply to that. I could be wrong though. But I don't think they do.
It's a long day. Dude,
Yep.
Oh, well, Seth's asking a question that's going to get me worked up.
No, sadly, no. I think the energy behind her getting fired, never. I mean, outside of the company was good or a lot, but inside, no. I think the only caveat to that is that somehow this Gina Carano lawsuit picks up steam quickly, maybe. But at the bare minimum, I think the lawsuit will probably make a good reason for her not to have the contract renewed.
Fire her.
Yep.
I think you're right.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah, her. Gotcha.
Yeah.
resign her when her contract is up in October.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're not gonna re-sign her. I think that's what's gonna happen. They're just gonna let her ride out. I mean, she's in her 70s. I mean,
is she really?
So, yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy is?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. Look her up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
No, but yeah, I think, that being said, that there's no way, there's no overestimating the hubris of these people.
Oh no, there's no.
Yeah, where they want to just stay. But yeah, I think no need to rock the boat. Let her ride it out, and then we'll go. But let's be real though.
She is 70. Good job, Woody.
Yeah. That being said, though, the reality is like they can't even get a freaking successor for Bob Iger. This is why the company is far overdue for new blood in there in the board.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No, I mean, as much as I wanted her gone, I thought it would have been good to try to get her out by right after the flop of Indy. Once that didn't happen within a few weeks, I'm like, okay, it's not gonna happen. No. And maybe it's kind of like, dang. I mean, these are all the reasons that were deserved of getting fired.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. So, yep.
I'm still trying to figure out how to get your name on here.
You play with that after off show.
Okay. Well, there's no one on. We have four people watching now. I can get mine on there, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about Kathleen Kennedy. If her contract's up in October, maybe it's a good time for her to part ways. But I thought Favreau or Filoni was going to take charge of that stuff. No.
I don't think, to be 100% real, I don't think Filoni has the chops for it.
Yeah, because it's much more than Star Wars, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, not anymore. Not really. They killed Willow. They practically killed Indy, and they have Star Wars on life support. So
right.
Yeah. No, I don't think Filoni has the chops, and I don't think Favreau has the desire. I don't blame them.
You're right.
Because, I mean, in all reality, they would have to go through that company and pull an Elon on Twitter. They'd have to blow it up.
Oh, right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's a lot more been coming out more and more about how not only Disney and Lucasfilm and anything, but how Hollywood has been running with writers and a lot of different things that people are starting to come up and start talking about what the culture of Hollywood in general has been. And it is a rot, but I mean, again, if this is true, it's deep, it's pervasive. So it would take a lot of work and a lot of brass cojones to just go in there and like, you're all fired. That's what I'm saying. Elon Musk at that level takes that type of personality that is not only intelligent on how to run a business, but how to come in and have the chutzpah, the just I'm doing it and not be afraid to back down from it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So right now, if you look at it in the world right now, anybody who has that utter disregard for worried about what people think about them aren't very popular amongst those type of people.
Oh, yeah.
They don't care about their opinions, and to that type of person, that mindset, opinion is everything. So how dare you not care about what I think? What I think about you? I just don't.
Yeah.
And then you're a blah 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 blah. You're like, no, I just don't care what you think about me. So, but yeah, I mean that goes across more than just that's across the globe right now. In every facet of of our planet right now. Yep.
Right on.
Yep.
No more questions, I guess.
No. We've been going a good hour though. That's not too bad.
Hour and 10 minutes is good.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So those listening, we do have a Patreon page. If you'd like to help out with our shows, it helps out with software that we're running this on, new gear, and hosting fees. Oh, wait a minute. There's a question or a comment.
New mixing board.
Yeah, that's. Oh, yes. Well,
we're in discussions.
We're in discussions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're in discussion.
A definite maybe.
How about you guys? Are you guys planning on going? I know Seth goes like every couple of weeks or something.
Well, I mean, he's right there. Good for him.
But I don't know about Oh Please. I'm not sure who that even is.
Oh Please. How do you not know?
Oh, do you know who that is? No. Okay. Oh, Christmas time? Yeah, Wendy wants to go during Christmas time, so we might do a trip down there.
That may not be bad.
Yeah, but as far as Udi and I going, Tar Heel alum. All right.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
What's up? Now we know.
Yeah, you've been around for a while, man.
Mm-hmm.
No, but as far as Udi and I go, we talk about it. But I did look online after our talk with Dan. That Eden Rock place is probably exactly the kind of place we would stay. You know
why?
Because it's kind of cheap, and it's like a motel. It's very much like that place you and I stayed at that when you and I drove down together. Remember
the
those
one
people?
that we say we'll never go back to? Or no?
I don't know what we said about that. It was we got there.
Oh no, that was fine.
It was fine. Those people were in the pool jumping around. That couple were like, "Oh, that's kind of weird." But no, it's not in that location. But it kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah, I'd go.
Yeah.
Yep, I got points. I can fly.
Sure, I don't have any points. Right.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah, but a lot's got to change for you, though, right? Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have no problem. I have no such problem.
That's funny. Okay, what's this now? Now Seth's saying something.
I said it often.
Well, Kylo has like a B mode, doesn't he? That they can do with him. Yeah.
Well, no, the B mode is on the screen.
On the screen, really? So you don't get the animatronic?
No, it's completely covered. And you go this way, and then he comes in his ship, and then he shoots at it.
Oh. Man, I don't think I've seen that.
I've only been at one time.
Oh. I wouldn't be happy with that.
No, I remember going, oh, B mode. Boo.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, he shoots what? He shoots with an interceptor.
It's TIE interceptor. Yeah.
Oh, I see. I have not seen that one. I just seen when he like turns around and does
that's
something.
A mode.
Yeah. But wait a minute.
That was on the screen.
But isn't that right after that? Isn't that when you back up and then the lightsaber comes from the top? No?
Oh yeah. No, yeah.
I forget.
Yeah.
Man, that's a great effect.
Mm-hmm.
But it's funny when I was in Hollywood Studios on their rise there, those big cannons weren't firing either. You know how they do that? Like the first
They
time
go
we
like
went on
that.
it. Yeah. Man, I think that day we all went on it, the opening day was probably the best it's ever gonna get.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't
All
know.
likelihood.
Yeah.
But to be honest, that's the only time I ever had it where it was only one time. Every time I've ridden it, it's only one time in B mode. Only one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Seth saying those cannons don't move anymore, probably. Which is kind of the part because your transport.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your transport has to time through it. Man. Well, all right. Okay. Anything else going on? Maybe we should call it.
Yep, I think we should call it. That was good.
Yeah. All right, LTP Lounge listeners, I think we're going to probably wrap it up. It's an hour and 15 minutes. We had up to 7 viewers tonight, which is good for us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We
got number 3. Number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get this thing a little more popular.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe advertise more or something. I don't know.
No, we'll figure it out. We'll keep on working.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have some guests on soon, right? We're gonna have
mm-hmm.
some people. Oh yeah, you mean that screen behind me? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so yeah, let's see. I flash the QR code in case anybody wants to help us out with this. We could definitely help. Mm-hmm. Mixing board, software, things like that. T-shirts, we have those online as well. May I need to make a link for that? I'll do that. Oh, another thing. Oh yes, that says later, dude. All right, so all right. Well, we're gonna peace out of here, and check us out Monday for the Wednesday podcast. Episode number 191 goes on at every streaming service you can think of. It'll be out there.
Yeah.
We've got a guest on. Dan was going to be on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good. Well, all right.
Well, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Peace.